Cosmic consciousness is a word that has been around since, well, that I've heard since the 1970s, and perhaps it's been around earlier than that. But what does cosmic consciousness mean? And it's not something that really I related to that much, but recently I've been making an extra effort during meditation to kind of, at the start of the meditation, to make a conscious effort to imagine the hugeness of the universe, right? So one of the things I say to myself is huge distances, billions upon ever-increasing billions of stars. And I try to imagine, I make an effort to imagine, billions of stars stretching out in front of me with the huge distances between them. And I, at the same time, see if I can hold consciousness of the same vast distances and billions of stars behind me, above me, and below me, and make an effort to project my consciousness in those directions. And I found that it's an effective way of stretching your consciousness. And as I practice it more and more, I found that the more I could stretch my consciousness, although I certainly don't think that that my effort finally resulted in full consciousness of the entire universe. No, but definitely stretched my consciousness, and that felt good. It felt blissful, and it felt useful, and it felt that I'm going in the right direction. I'm trying to do the right thing. And as I practiced that more and more, I found myself having a little bit more insight into this word, cosmic consciousness. And then, in fact, what it means is just stretching your consciousness from consciousness of your small everyday world, which is quite narrow and restricted, and expanding that until you become consciousness of the entire cosmos and every atom and particle within it. And I found that it was useful to ask myself the question, what would that feel like? What would being consciousness permanently conscious of everything, right? And I do that with various meditation experiences that I'm working on. I try not to see them as a temporary phenomena. I try to imagine what would it be like if I could transcend my smallness permanently and remain as cosmic consciousness, remain 24 hours aware of the totality of billions of stars. And I've suggested on other occasions, try to cultivate that. Every time you have a powerful experience, ask yourself the question, what would it feel like to be in that state permanently? So cosmic consciousness, stretched consciousness, and we can do something about it in our meditation right away by having an effort to deliberately expand our consciousness and deliberately explore the feeling of what would it be like if this was me normally with a vast consciousness. So that's what I wanted to share. Namaskar.